Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Thomas Sanders, and for this movie project, the movie I was assigned was the movie The Temptations.
This is Detroit, right around 1958. And that was me right there. Otis Williams, 7.
I was kind of excited when I got a chance to do this because this is one of my favorite movies. I actually watched this movie a lot, actually, and it's actually one of my favorite movies. So I was excited when I had the chance to get this movie and tell you guys a little about the movie. This movie is basically just telling the story about the Temptations and basically how the group formed and just telling their life. And this movie is interesting because it's in the perspective of one member in the group, and that member is Otis Williams. The book is based off a book that Otis Williams wrote, and the reason of this movie, he just wanted to tell the story of the Temptations and how the group formed, how they started out, and the journey basically of the Temptations through their music career, through losing members, gaining members, and also leads into the deaths of the Temptations and how they died. And it's a great movie. It's a movie, like I said, from Otis Williams, which is one of the starters and founders of the group. It's from his perspective. I did a little research and I found out that a few of the Temptations they didn't really like um, the way he portrayed themselves in the movie. But to me, it was a great movie. It's one of my favorites. So it's a 4 hour movie, so very time consuming. But I watched the movie plenty of times, and it just happened to be one of my favorite movies. So I'm glad to kind of tell you guys and let you know, give you a little bit more insight. Maybe if you haven't seen the movie, give you a little bit more insight on how good the movie is and why you should go see it. So I'll start off by telling you the main characters of the movie. The main characters was Otis Williams, which was the starter of the group. Um, Elbridge, Al Bryant, another character in the group. Well, I'll tell you about Otis first. Otis was kind of the starter. He was kind of the one that was kind of held the group together. Kind of the reason why they were a group and the reason why they were stayed together. Um, El Elbridge Al Bryant. He was at the beginning of the movie. He was really his role in the movie was pretty short. He had got kicked out the group and quit the group a few times. But so you don't see him too much, except for in the beginning of the movie, and kind of towards the middle of the movie they flash back and see him or whatever. But the next main character or major character is Melvin Franklin. He was also one of the guys that Otis discovered and found, and they became best friends and really good friends, and they kind of stuck together through the whole movie up until Melvin's death. Um, he was also the bass singer of the group, which helped them out a lot throughout their career. Um, the next major character, and also a member of the Temptations, is Eddie Kendricks. Eddie Kendricks was the um, soprano singer of the group. Uh, really great singer. I like his character in the movie, and he helped out the group tremendously too. The next one, and uh, also a major factor in the group, was Paul Walker, and him and Eddie Kendricks actually came from another group to sing and form the group with the Temptations, and they also helped the group out a lot. Paul was on a lot of their hit records and a lot of their great. He was a major success for one of the reasons that the group was successful. Um, Another major character from this group that was added later on in the movie and later on in the group was David Ruffin. David Ruffin, great singer, real soulful singer, and another reason why the Temptations are who they are and did what they did while they were all still alive, and they're all during that time of Motown, which is the beginning of Motown. Um, David Ruffin, when he came in, he kind of gave them the sound that they needed to kind of take off and get the exposure they needed and win the fans over. So with all those, and also David Ruffin replaced Al Elbridge, Al Bryant. It was kind of his replacement. So it kind of worked out for the group to lose Al, and kind of worked in their favor because they gained David Ruffin, and from there their career went on and to higher heights. And so it was great. Another major character in this movie was Berry Gordy, because obviously if there's anything to do with Motown, then you'll see Berry Gordy, and he has a lot to do with the groups, and they were signed to him, so he plays a very important role in this movie. And Smokey Robinson also plays a major role in this movie. You see him many times with the Temptations writing songs in a movie or in the studio listening and reviewing songs. So he wrote a lot of their hit records. You can also see and conclude from the movie that the Temptations were unsatisfied with their label mate after so long because of their fixed income, and this is kind of what we talked about in one of the sections in one of the forums in our class too. Basically, they were on a fixed income, which means that no matter how many records they sell, they didn't get a raise in pay. So you can just imagine their records are doing amazing, and they feel like they should get more money because of the success of their album sales and record sales, but they're on a fixed income. So they had so because of this, they had the right to keep their name, but they wanted to leave Motown, and they left Motown because they didn't like the fixed income, and they wanted more money. They felt like they deserved more money for the success and the success of the group. So they eventually left Motown and moved to Atlantic Records. I think the overall importance of the movie was basically just to show how this great group started out, to show their journey, show their hardships with losing members to a lot of different things, drugs, alcohol, family-related problems, just to basically show the people the life that they probably didn't know that the Temptations had, or maybe they were wondering why all this was happening. So I think the importance was just to show the journey of them. One quote that I gathered from the movie, and that is one popular quote, I guess, because most majority of all the members say it, and that's Temptations Forever. I think that's important to the movie because it symbolizes that no matter what hardships the group faced, or the problems and the arguing and everything else, the hardships that they had, at the end of the day, they were a successful group. They were a brotherhood that stuck together for the most part, and they all had love for one another. So Temptations Forever, that's what they kind of symbolizes to me. I think that that had to do a lot with the movie and tie the movie together well.
My pleasure. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
God. Hold up. Yeah, Temptations forever. Yeah,
Ever, baby.
A lot of times it's that being special
that made them hard to work with. But I loved every one of them like my own brother. And I always will. Temptations forever.